Hola, minasan! Welcome back for another round of Magic Analytics. Oh yeah, we're going into one of my current decks, which is Shorikai Genesis Engine. It is in trouble because I'm having a very hard time not only playing with this deck, um, but I'm not getting the cards that I want to put in it. Basically, I feel like I'm losing. I'm losing the boat. I'm losing the train. I can't think of the idiom of what I want this deck to do. Basically, Shorikai Genesis Engine is supposed to be a vehicle deck. I included some pilots. I wish that they would have had more pilot type creatures, but they didn't create a lot of pilot type creatures. Most of the most of the vehicles that I got came from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty and the precons, and so that was my first introduction to vehicles when I came back into Magic, and so I built the whole deck around the vehicles, and I included artificers, pilots, and artifact creatures to go alongside the vehicles. But it feels like it's going all over the place. Blue is not my strong suit color. White and green are my strong colors, but it's a blue and white deck because Shodokai's identity color is blue and white, and so I had to make a blue and white deck out of it. So yeah, so it's been very 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 hard for me to work on. I had been contemplating if I wanted to remove the vehicles, like just dismantle this deck and take all the vehicles and put them into my modifier deck. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to first and foremost just get Shotokai working the way I want it to work because I want to play with vehicles. Vehicles is such an awesome concept, man. It's such an awesome concept. So uh, let's go into. We gotta first update the analytics. Mm, let's get to the tabletop screen. Here we go. Oh, here we go. So here is the engine. There we are. Okay, so here's the Genesis engine. It is a counts as a commander, legendary artifact vehicle. You tap one, tap the card, and then you draw two cards, then discard a card. Then you create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with the ability this creature crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. Crew 8, and Genesis Engine can be your commander. 8/8 creature. It costs 2 mana, a white and a blue to cast. Pretty awesome card, especially if you can be able to do card drawings, because card drawing is a premium in with commander format. So any chance you could play a commander that can give you the uh, card draw, you wanna play with that one. So for the most part, I started adding some new cards to the whole thing. Uh, I originally had mostly artificers from like the Weatherlight crew, like Hana, ship's navigator, and the captain, but eventually kind of replaced them with the Praetors. I happen to have gotten my hands on a pair of Praetors, and that's Jinkatax's Progress Tyrant and Elish Norn, Master of Machines, Mother of Machines. I had this in my Sithis deck, but then I found a much better card that can duplicate and that could duplicate effects, and I moved her out. But then so I was like, okay, let me move her over to here and get rid of some of these guys. I have like a whole bunch of artificers, and I just wish I could fit them all in to run it. You know what I'm saying? I got some more recent ones from Karloff Manor. Let's see here, like forensic gadgeteer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate which is you got to create a clue token that lets you draw a card, which is good. And activated abilities of artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1, which is totally understandable because then that would make Shorikai free, which is disappointing, but totally understandable because making Shorikai free to draw a card, which is why they have that. So basically, the deck. I was trying to find white artificers because there's not a lot of them overall in Magic the Gathering. When I went into Scryfall, there's really not a lot of white artificers to work with. The artificers are primarily in blue. You'll find them primarily in blue. Let's go to the view screen and you'll see what I mean. Artificers. And I figure artificers would be great to go with vehicles since they are oh, what's going on here? Why that's not possible. Is not is. Am I in the correct one? Yeah. Yeah, why is that not coming up? I mean, look at this is... Yeah, let me show you. What's going on with Scryfall here? Because this is an artificer. Human artificer. And that's also an artificer. So why isn't Scryfall giving me artificers? Am I missing something here? Let's see here. Let me remove... Maybe that's the problem. No. Uh-oh. Oh. That was clicked by accident. Okay. It said paper. Don't know why I said paper. Hey, come on. What's going on here? Refresh? Artificer. Here we go. Artificer. That was weird. Yeah, see, there we go. There's 36 of those, of these. But, which is not bad compared to blue, but very difficult to pick out a good one. Saying that can really benefit. The Metallurgian, generate target artifact. Got the Mirrorsmith, which lets me create a mirror artifact. Propeller Pioneer. And then you got Phyrexian Artificers and Core Artificers. Two-Craft Exemplar. Did I get that one? Daring Archaeologist, Blade Splicer. No, nevertheless. I feel like I'm all over the place in this regard. And I don't know what I want to do because I have so many artificers. I think that's one of the other key problems. I got so many artificers, especially multicolored artificers, that I have no idea what I want to do with this deck. All I know is that I want to play with vehicles and I want pilots, and this is all the pilots that they have. This is the only pilots that they have. I would have preferred, to be having pilots, but pilot. Here we go. That's it. 21 pilots, and not all of them. Yeah, many of them are in red, but not all. And then there's one in black, Greasefang, which I don't know why. Greasefang is white and black. Then we got one that's green, but there's just not enough white and blue for me to work with. They're all, a whole chunk of them are in red, white and red. They're more focused on white and red, but for some weird reason, Pilot Prodigy. Pilot Prodigy is white and blue. You see here, Coterie Pilot Prodigy. He's white and blue, and so is and Shorikai Genesis Engine is white and blue. They really didn't do a very good job in terms of being able to allow the color scheming, the color alignments. I mean, I was able to get my hands on Golden Scale, Aeronaut, and Greyhaven's Navigator, and I think I got the Elvish Mariner. I don't know if I got the Elvish Mariner. I think I got the Elvish Mariner. So I got these three pilots, but they don't do pilot things like what Admiral Aeronaut does, where vehicles you control have flying, or Coterie Pilot Prodigy, where vehicles have crew 2, or Kitsune Ace, where your vehicle can gain first strike. They didn't make enough pilots, quite honestly, and they put a lot of emphasis on that in Neon Dynasty. So I'm sorely disappointed with this. What set is veteran in? Kaladesh. Yeah, Kaladesh. Not even in Kaladesh did they offer up enough. Thankfully, there's going to be a new set coming later. I think 2024, late 2024, early 2025, where it's going to be all about vehicles, because the whole entire theme is going to be racing, Death Race 2000 type of thing, and there's going to be a lot of artifact vehicles, and I'm assuming there's going to be a ton of pilots. So I'm very much anxious for that, to see it happen. That'll be interesting. At least that's what I heard. So yeah, I wanted this deck to be really full of pilots, for my vehicles, and unfortunately, I don't have. I got Grease Fang. I would have to, in order for this to work, I probably would have to rainbow. I would have to rainbow. Drop Shorikai and as my commander, and pick a rainbow color, so that way I could get these pilots, so I could get all these pilots into the deck, and really run amok. So one of the so I got a new card, a new commander, Kenrith. Let me show you Kenrith here. Kenrith. I got this. Kenrith the Returned King, and his color identity is all 5 colors. So, I hate the idea of dropping Shorikai, but the fact that I still get to draw a card with him, it's not a bad thing. It may not be a bad thing. So I'm thinking that I'll rainbow it, and I'll get my hands on all these pilots. Let's see here. You know what I'm saying? I can start getting my hands on pilots like he's Unfinity, like the Pala Pilot Exemplar, where each vehicle you control gets +1 as long as it's a creature. Goblin Test Pilot, where it deals 2 damage. Well, I don't know. He's a Goblin Wizard, not that one. I do have the Grace like Golden Scale or not. You see, I have the Gear Shift 8. Do I have Gear Shift Ace? I still haven't picked that card up, have I? Let me see here. Aeronaut. No, I still haven't picked up the Gear Shift Ace. I'm running right now 1, 2, 3, 4 pilots. I gotta get Gear Shift Ace, but it won't matter, because if I decide to drop Shorikai as the commander and put in Kenrith as the commander, I'll have access to all the colors, so I can get my hands on Gear Shift Ace and the Pilot Exemplar and so on, and I can have like a true vehicle deck with true pilots. What does this here do? A permanent controller. Yeah, see, it's called a pilot, but it's not doing pilot things, and I don't see any of cards that synergize with pilots right now. So I'm hoping that that new set coming out later in the year will have pilots that will be very manipulative. Yeah, see here's Speedway Fanatic. Whenever Speedway Fanatic cruises a vehicle, that vehicle gains haste until end of turn. Here's this one here, Veteran Motorist. Whenever Veteran Motorist cruises a vehicle, that vehicle gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So those are the type of pilots I want to get. Those that manipulate the vehicles, and there's not much to work with. One, two. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five. Six. Mm, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, I'll have at least 10 pilots. Well, I just have to get these other pilots. But yeah, 10 pilots that deal with manipulating vehicles. That's good enough for this deck here, and I would definitely play that and maybe pair them up with the artificers, and then pair them up with the artificers so they can manipulate the vehicles, being that they're artifacts and they become artifact creatures. So yeah, I think that's what's gonna end up happening is that I'm gonna go with Kenrith, since I got him now, and have him uh, pretty much take care of the color identity and cover all the creatures that are of all the colors. And he's 5 mana to cast, 4 mana and a white. He has all creatures gain trample and haste until end of turn for a tap of red. For one mana and a green, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. 2 mana and a white, target player gains 5 life. 3 mana in a blue, target player draws a card. And 4 mana in a black, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield in its owner's control. Which is pretty good. This is a very solid commander. So that's probably what I'm gonna. Kenrith's transformation, huh? Interesting. Will and Rowan Kenrith, huh? That's interesting. I guess those are his kids, huh? All right. All right. Well, that's interesting. The Kenriths. So, yeah. So yeah, because if I want this deck to be the way that I want it to be, I want pilots. So I'm gonna have to replace Shorikai as the commander with Kenrith, because then I'll have all 5 colors available to me, and I can be able to cover red, black, blue, red, black, blue, and white. I don't know about green. Probably. What can he do? I don't know why he's a pilot. He doesn't even do pilot things. So I can at least cover 4 of the 5 colors for the time being. And I'll have 10 pilots that manipulate vehicles to work with. So that's gonna be the game plan regarding this. So let's update at least for now until I can get it all together. Let's get a look at how I can improve upon this when I get my hands on these cards and make it the true pilot deck that I want it to be. So let's go to the analytics. All right. So current analytics, its current state: 32 lands, 32 creatures, 15 are artifacts. 9 enchantments, 2 sorceries, 7 instants, 32 artifacts, 15 of them are creatures, no miscellaneous, 31 lands for mana abilities, 31 lands can tap on at mana speed, 2 creatures, which are artifacts, can tap at mana speed, 6 artifacts, 2 of those creatures can tap at mana speed. The mana curve, is got 5 1-mana cards, 11 2-mana cards, 18 3-mana cards, 21 4-mana cards, including the commander, 7 5-mana cards, 3 6-mana cards, 1 7-mana card, and 1 8-mana card. A very nice curvature there. The curvature is very good. It's very good and nice and consistent. So let's see here. Okay, power meter. We got one creature with a star for power. That would be, let's see, that would be Master of Ethereum, where here we go. That would be Master of Ethereum. Master of Ethereum's power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts you control. Other artifacts, artifact creatures you control get +1/+1. Very solid. That's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good card there. Okay. Then I have 8 cards with 1 power. 11 cards each with 2 and 3 power. 7 cards with 4 power. 2 cards with 5 power, 2 cards with 6 power, 1 card with 8 power. And on the toughness meter, there's 1 creature with star toughness, 7 creatures with 1 toughness, 6 with 2 toughness, 10 with 3 toughness, 13 with 4 toughness, 4 with 5 toughness, and 1 each with 6, 7, and 8 toughness. So it's a bit of a valley here, as opposed to the peak with the power meter. There are 10 cards over in tactical. I have 10 cards that can draw. 1 card that can search. 4 cards that can recover from the graveyard, and 4 that will let you reveal the top cards of your deck. Removal. There are 7 cards that that go to the graveyard, and 1 card that will send to exile. None for the hand or to return to the hand or shuffle into the deck. So now we're gonna need to make some adjustments. I'm gonna make some adjustments to the analytics and see what some of these new cards, like Forensic Gadgeteer and the Praetors, can do to see how much they can improve upon it, and see what we need to do when I get the. Obviously, I'm gonna get the pilots, but see what's gonna have to be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So there are now 33 lands. I have 33 lands now instead of 32. So that's probably the first thing that's gonna have to be done, is increase the number of lands. I'm cheap, even though I got the ability to draw cards. I should get some more lands in here to help with ensuring that I'll have land drops per turn. Number of creatures. Okay, so we don't count the Genesis engine. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's it? 30? Huh. Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we're down to 30 creatures. All right, so I brought the count down to 30 creatures. How many of them are artifacts? Are artifact creatures? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Huh, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 are artifact creatures. Yeah, 13 artifact creatures of the 30. All right. Enchantments. How many enchantments do I have now? Because I added in enchantment auras to work with the pilots. I didn't throw. I do have that conversion card that turns creatures and vehicles into artifact vehicles. But I do have Born to Drive an aerial modification. Area modification, enchant creature or vehicle. As long as enchanted permanent is a vehicle, it's a creature in addition to its other types. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 enhanced flying. I also have Born to Drive. Born to Drive here, which is enchant artifact or creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, gets +1/+1 for each creature and or creature vehicle you control. And I could create 2 pilot creature tokens if I wanted to with channel. So those are some of the new additions, including cards like Might of the Ancestors. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and vigilance until end of turn. So some helpful stuff. Completely forgot the name of that. It's a pretty powerful. It's a pretty good enchantment aura. Alright. Vehicle. This won't take me long. I'll just need to pull this up because I do have it. And it's not Invoke Justice, though I should. Swift Reconfiguration. There we go. I have Swift Reconfiguration, where it has Flash, enchant creature or vehicle, enchanted permanent is a vehicle, artifact with crew 5, and loses all other card types. I do have that. And I also have Shram, Senior Edificer, where our equipment and vehicle spells, I could draw a card with it. So those are some things I'll have to consider dropping in on it. And, I also got... Oh, interesting. Armed and Armored. Vehicles you control become artifact. Choose a drawer if you control. Oh, yeah. I got that. Yeah, so, since I bought the Neon Dynasty, I did get some of those specialized cards for vehicles. But for the most part, I do have Invoke Justice as well. Let's see here. So, enchantments. I got all this. Okay. These are instants. That's fine. I'll put those over there. More enchantments. So, yeah, I'll have to consider. Oh, here's Tempered Steel. Is that the one that I was looking at? No, that's Armed and Armored. Sorry. Armed and Armored. No, I do have Tempered Steel, though. Yeah, where artifact creatures get that boost. There we go. Let's see here. It's a sorcery. Put the sorceries over here. All right. Take all these, and the rest are artifacts here. Yeah, just regular artifacts. So in terms of enchantments, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my enchantments increased from 9 to 12. My sorcery count increased from 2 to 3. I added this new one here called Fumigate. Destroy all creatures. You gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way, which is pretty good. It's not a bad card, quite honestly. So the sorcery count is now 3. Oops. As for instants, they dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dropped down to 5. And as for artifacts, overall, let's see here. And let me get those artifact creatures. Uh-oh. Did I miscount that? Uh-oh, I did forget an artifact creature here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry, 14 artifact creatures. Not 13 artifact creatures. I forgot. I missed one. That was Master Transmuter. Alright. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Alright. Okay. So in terms of artifact count, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I have 30 artifacts. 31 artifacts. 31 artifacts, 14 of which are creature. I don't have any miscellaneous. Okay. So, mana ability cards. Alright, so 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, and 33. So I got 33 cards that can tap at mana speed. Alright, 33 that tap at mana speed. That's an increase. Creatures that can tap for mana. Mana dorks. Let's see here. Let's see. I think I still have the same 2 mana dorks, and that's the mirror. Let's see here. Yeah, silver and gold mirror. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So only two creatures, which are of course artifacts. Enchantments, I don't have any enchantments that are mana speed, that have mana speed. I can tap mana at mana speed. No, I don't. Nope. No. Alright. And artifacts themselves, aside from the 2 creatures, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the artifact creature. So that's an increase of 2. So that's 8 artifacts. That gives me mana. 2 of those are creatures. So, alright. Next up is the mana curve. We gotta make some adjustments now to the mana curve. Okay, I'll keep the Genesis engine out. I don't know why I keep moving it. Alright, let's see here. 3. Okay, let's see. 3, 3, 3, 5. Oh, get over here. 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 2, 4, 4, 4, 2, 5, 4, 1. Alright. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 5, 7. I can't fit you over there. 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 2. Oh, I'm putting the 4 in the wrong spot, aren't I? Sorry about that. Here we go. These ones should be over here. There we are. Okay. 3, 3, 6, which is all the way over there. 7, 6. I think I got no more space. 7, 7. Yeah, I'll put them up here. 6. Also 6, 5. 3, 5, 5. 4, 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 8, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1. There we go. Alright, so it's time to update the mana curve now that I got them all sorted out. And then we'll go into the power meter next. Alright. Here we go. Let's see here. 8, 7, 6. And put that there. Okay. Okay. And where's 4 at? Where's 4? Here we go. Alright. Here we go. Time for the mana curve. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a decrease from 5 cards to 4 1 mana cards. So we're gonna update that. Okay. Alright. Next up is 2 mana cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's an increase of 2 on the mana curve. Okay, red. There we go. Alright, next up is 3 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's 20. Right? Right. 20. So it's another increase. The mana curve increased by 2. That one was an increase. All right. Let me straighten this all out here. We're going to do 4 mana next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, that's a decrease. Alright, so 17, that's a decrease. I'm gonna update that here. We'll put the green right there for the CO. CO. And we're gonna change that to white. Okay, and remove that. So there we go. So that's 17 cards plus the commander, which includes the commander, with 4 mana. 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the same number. All right, that doesn't change. There's no change in the count. Next up is 6 mana cards. 1, 2, 3. All right, no change there. 7 mana cards. 1, 2. That's an increase of 1. There we go. An increase of 1. And 1 8 mana card. All right. So not bad. Not bad. It did change, but the mana curve is a nice peak valley, especially down here with 6, 7, 8. Nice little staircase there. So the mana curve is fine, but the mana curve doesn't really mean anything if I don't have the deck the way that I really want the deck. So the way I want the deck to be, let me get Shorikai out. Here we go. Here we go. So it's gonna be a little sad, honestly, switching out Shorikai. But if I want to have a pilot deck, I gotta get all the colors because they really didn't focus very well. They didn't do a good job focusing on the pilots in Magic the Gathering. So let's do the power meter. So this includes every card that has power and toughness, even if there's something like vehicles that require unique activation costs. So let's see how the power meter looks now with the addition of the Praetors. With the addition of the Praetors in this deck. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6. 1, 3. Okay, we got space for 3 now. Okay, here's 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 4. Well, here's 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, star, 2, 4, 6. Hey, how about that? 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. Looks like the two power is gonna increase the count. Ooh, it's probably gonna be more than that. So the only creature with star for its power and toughness is Master of Ethereum. That's already on there for both, so I'll just push that to the side. No need to do any of that. And of course we got 8. 8. Shorikai's the only one with the power toughness of 8, so that's already on there. So I don't have to worry about doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 cards with 1 power. So that's a decrease of 1. That's a decrease of 1. 2. Okay, here's the 2 power cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay. That's a decrease of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We got a decrease of 1. Okay. That's good. So I'm not running 11 cards with that with 2 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 power decreased heavily by 2 slots. Here we go. So I can actually remove this. Let's see here. All right, and we're gonna remove this here. Remove this whole column. There's no need for that. Delete that. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Let's push this over a bit. Oh. Well, I could work on the stacks. Oh, okay. There we go. No, almost there. Almost there. One more push. Okay. Clear that out. There we go. Don't worry. We're gonna get this all nice and even down soon enough. I just need to get that 10 to move over. There we go. Let's see. Let's move the 3 over. There we go. Maybe if I do it this way, it'll look a little better. All right, maybe not. Sorry about that. Looks like I'm making it a lot worse. No. All right. It still won't let me push more into the. Almost. Maybe I should have waited. Yeah, you know what? I should have waited. Hold on. Undo all that. I'm sorry about that. I should have just waited and taken care of that later. Here we go. There we go. No problem. Next up is Fort Power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. We got an increase of 1. Okay. 5 power. 1, 2, 3. That's an increase of 1. And power 6 is still 2. Alright. There we go. So that's it for the power meter. There's some slight changes, which is good. There was number 11, power 11, cards with power 11 are out. Actually, was cut down. That amount was cut down by down to 10 for 2 power. So that's a big change there. Time for the toughness meter. Okay, so here we go. 1, 1, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 4, 1, 4, 4, 3, 1, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7, 4, 4, 4, 7, 5, 5, 6, 5. Okay, this is fascinating. This is very fascinating. What's happening here on the toughness side? There are some characteristic changes here. It looks like. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 cards with toughness 1. That didn't change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with toughness 2. That's a decrease of 1. All right. That's a decrease of 1. Toughness 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Ooh, okay. That's a big drop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a drop of 3. So let's drop by 3. Okay. And 4 toughness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Alright. That's a drop of 1. Alright. Alright. 1 is gone. Okay. So let's just drop by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's an increase of 1. Power toughness 5. Uh, 6 toughness, only 1. That doesn't change. Toughness 7, 2. That's an increase of 1. All right. So, all right. Very interesting how this thing is going through peaks and valleys on the on the toughness meter here. Plenty of creatures with 4 toughness. Good chunk. Still got a good chunk of creatures 5 and up on the toughness meter. So they're very hard to take down with in hand-to-hand combat. However, there's too many creatures with 1 toughness. They could get taken out easily if I find myself forced into a block. But that's a very, very weird look to it. But it's pretty consistent. Well, it's not even consistent because the power meter is a little bit higher in terms of 3 power in relation to 3 toughness. Yeah, it's a very unusual distribution. It's very unusual with the toughness meter. 4 toughness may not go a long way when it comes to defense, especially with mostly vehicles involved. All right. let's check out my tactical. So I got Shorikai, which lets me draw a card. Okay, Shorikai lets me draw a card. Let's see, who else? Okay, put that to the side. Okay, she doesn't do anything. Who else can let me draw a card here? Okay. Nope. How about you? And you? You just copy spells just like her. Yeah. Your destruction. I could put you to the side there. You are a top deck card. Okay. You do top decking. Nope. No, you're just a booster. You create creatures. You're a recovery card. You go here. Your top deck. Let's see, search your library for basic planes. You are a search card. Okay, you're a search card. Prodigy, no, Prodigy's prototype. Let's see here. No, you. Nope. Mech Titan Core. No. Let's see. Okay, you draw a card. You draw a card. Let's see, until end of turn. Okay. No. How about you? Your recovery. Alright, you're a recovery card. You are also a recovery card. Looks like I'm getting I wonder if I'm gonna get an increase in recovery. If I got myself an increase. Who knows? Alright. Okay. Nope. How about you? No, you investigate. That's not the same. You are top deck. Let's see. Let's see here. Nope, you're just a boost. You create creatures. Double strike. Let's see here. You are a booster. You are a booster. No. No. You copy. No. 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 Oh, no. 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 Exile. That goes there. Top deck. No. Draw. You draw 2 cards. You draw a card. No. Boost. Destroy. That goes there. Did I put destroy? Where did I put destroy at? Destroy goes here. Counter sends cards to the graveyard. That's a boost. 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 Draw a card. Heuristic Study. Another counter. This is a top deck card. Destroy. Creatures gain flying. Create. Number one or more creature control. Deal combat. Draw a card. That goes here. Destroy. Goes here. Okay. Alright, here's our tactical. Look at our tactical. Oh, I better check the lands here too. I better double check the lands here. This one top decks. Nope. Nope. No. No. Nope. Nope. This one also top decks. Nope. And nope. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let's jump back to here. There we go. Alright. So, draw cards. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, that's a big drop. That's a big drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I only have 7 cards that draw. 7 cards that draw. So that's a big drop. -3. Okay. Search. I only have 1 card that lets me search. Aerial Surveyor. Recover. Let's see, is it this one here? I only have 3 cards that let me return cards from the graveyard. That's a drop by of 1. Okay. Top decking. These are cards that let me look at the top cards of the deck or reveal cards on top of the deck. Temple of Enlightenment and Path of Ancient Streak gives me Scry. Factor Fiction. Brainstorm. Muzio. Reader's Carve and Weatherlight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's an increase of 3. Interesting. I increased the number of top decking by 3. Alright. Destruction. Removal cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 cards that go to the graveyard and 1 card that goes to exile, which is Swords to Plowshare. Alright. There we go. So this is clearly not a well-focused deck here. I need this is not a very well-focused deck. Clearly, I need to increase my land count at least by 2. I'm gonna need to increase it by 2 and have 35 in there. 33 is just not cutting it. Yeah, once I start getting, let's see. I mean, do I want to keep the Artificers? If I'm gonna do Kenrith, as planned, if I'm gonna do Kenrith to get and make this rainbow, and make this a rainbow deck, right? If I turn this into a rainbow deck with Kenrith, so I can have more pilots like I wanted to. The question is, do I want to stick with the artifact creatures, or do I want to stick with the artificers and increase the number of vehicles? It makes a little bit more sense to do it that way then, if that's the case. Let's see. Keep the artificers, drop the artifact creatures, right? That sounds like the best approach to it. This way, the pilots and the artificers can manipulate the vehicles. I can increase my vehicle count because I still have more vehicles, including Rainbow Rock vehicles. I got a pair of Rainbow Rock vehicles. So if I increase the number of vehicles up, I will and increase the number of pilots to 10 with Kenrith at the helm. Then I could keep the artificers. In fact, the artificers, that means I could throw in all the artificers that I want. 10 pilots. what are we talking here? Like maybe 10 pilots, 15 artificers. Well, I could run 20 artificers hands down if that's the case. Probably. Yeah, it's gonna be a full-on restructure, so it will no longer be a Shorikai Genesis Engine deck. If that's the case. If that ends up being the case, yeah. Possibly. Yeah, alright. I can remove this here. Delete that. Because we're back, cut that down. And I can cut these down and increase the length. So, yeah, okay. Alright. If I want to do that, so I can have the pilot deck that I want. It really stinks. It really stinks that a lot of the pilot cards in. Oh, what happened here? Oh, right. Sorry. There we go. It really stinks that the majority of the pilots in Magic the Gathering right now are all leaning. Oh. Wait, what the? Where's pilot? P-I-L-O-T. Pilot. There we go. Yeah, pilot. The majority of the pilots are sitting in red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and white. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 14 pilots, 7 in red and 7 in white, and only 3 that cover blue, 2 that are in black, 1 in green. I don't get that. Well, I guess that's the way they wanted to go with it. Dwarves, each vehicle you control. I don't know. But I'm hoping that this racing themed set that they're planning to come out with later in the year will get me the cards that I'm looking for. They'll get me the pilots that I want. I'm hoping that they'll have a whole bunch of pilots. So let's see. Let me just before I close out, let me round up the pilots and show you who I got so far. Let's see. There we go. Now, one of the good things though is that there are red artificers, and I have red artificers. So if I go rainbow, that would help. That'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll have red, blue, and white artificers to work with. Maybe in black. I don't know. I gotta first get my hands on the pilots. Then I might end up dropping some of these artifact creatures. I don't know. Drop the, saying like increase the number of vehicles and keep the artificers, but drop the artifact creatures. If I do that, I could get Iron Soul. I could put my Iron Soul Enforcer into my Samurai Warrior deck. Yeah, well, it's not like I don't have Kenrith, but here are the pilots that I'm using. Kotori Pilot Prodigy, Kitsune Ace, Admiral Aeronaut, and Hotshot Mechanic. Those are the pilots I got in this deck. I do have the Grey Havens Navigator and Golden Scale Aeronaut, and I think I also have the Elvish Mariner. I think I got that. I got those 3 pilots, but they don't manipulate vehicles, and I want pilots that can manipulate vehicles, like Gearshift Ace And oh, I'm not even showing you the cards. Sorry about that. Here you go. There you go. Here they are. These are the 4 pilots that I got so far, and I want to get the gear shift A's. All these guys that say that they manipulate vehicles. You know what I'm saying? And they're mostly in red and white. So it's pretty weird. It's a pretty weird setup. Oval Chase Daredevil. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may return Oval Chase Daredevil from your graveyard to your hand. Interesting. But I do have Greasefang Okibabas, who's white and black. At the beginning of combat on your turn, return target vehicle card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of your next end step. Which is ridiculous because I can't even build a deck around that. Yeah, it's very difficult to build a deck around vehicles proper. In a manner of speaking, you know what I'm saying? If you want to use pilots to manipulate vehicles, they made it very, very difficult to pull that off. Why do they have Shorikai white and blue along with Coterie and not have a lot of pilots in blue? You know what I'm saying? Blue and white. Enough pilots in blue and white. They only offer, I don't know, and that's a very poor design, quite honestly, with regards to vehicles. You know what I mean? That's a poor design. I would have loved to have built a pilot deck, and I can't build a pilot deck. It just means that I'm gonna have to switch out Shorikai for Kenrith, ultimately in the end, and I just have to get my hands on the pilots that have abilities like this one here. Whenever veteran motorist cruise a vehicle, that vehicle gets +1/+1. I gotta get cards like that. I gotta get those type of guys that manipulate vehicles. But how does this one do? As long as an artifact creature you control is attacking, prevent all damage that would be dealt to Sandwell, Avenger Ace. When Sandwell becomes tapped, exile the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast a vehicle or artifact creature spell from among them. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library. You gotta pay the cost for spell cast using his last ability. So yeah, he could get me. That's not bad. He could get me my vehicles, and artifact creatures. So hey, you know what? Pilots. So now I'm gonna have to decide between artificers or artifact creatures. You know, saying messing with vehicles or artifact creatures. Speedway Fanatic. So yeah, there's a lot of good cards here. There's a lot of good pilots that manipulate vehicles, and that's what I want. Pilots that can manipulate vehicles. How many is that in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need 6 more cards. I gotta get 6 more cards. What does this one do? Pilot Employee. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose target non-land permanent you control. Until end of turn, it becomes a vehicle artifact with base power and toughness, each equal to its mana value, and it gains crew 2 and crash land. Whenever this vehicle deals damage, roll a 6-sided die. If the result is equal to this vehicle's mana value, sacrifice this creature, then it deals that much damage to any target. How does that work? Nah, I'm not even gonna mess with that. All right. I understood with regards to the buckle up pre-con that the idea was to have her pilot the Shorikai thematically, but to pilot Shorikai thematically, but ultimately they really underutilized pilots and white and blue with regards to using pilots and such. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand where they were going with that, quite honestly. But I'm not disappointed. Well, I am disappointed that they didn't lean hard into into pilots that can manipulate vehicles. But at least there are pilots that can manipulate vehicles. I'm just disappointed that Shorikai won't get to be my commander because I like the idea that's my commander. Very hard to get rid of because it's an artifact until I crew it. But it's not much. It's not much I could do about it. So, yeah, yep. So that's what's gonna end up happening with my vehicle deck. I'm gonna make it a rainbow deck and put in Kenrith as the commander. At least I'll get to increase the number of vehicle cards. Get my hands on the 6 pilots that I need for this, and I'll have to decide whether I want to do artifacts or artificers or a combination of the two. Um, no, actually, no. I could put in 10 artificers, 10 pilots, and 10 artifact creatures. There we go. In addition to the vehicles, which are already in there. We're good. We're good. We're good. It's good. All right. So that's it for my analytics of my Shorikai engine deck, soon to be Kenrith. Um, and all right, yeah. So yeah, thank you all for joining me. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow. You know you want to. And with that, I wish you all a good night, a buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai.